Well, hello there. Come on in, get cozy. I've got a wonderful little story for you tonight. It's about a very, very special family of words and a big trip they're about to take.
You see, once upon a time, way off in the land of language, there was this family. A family of words whose whole job was to make every story just a little more exciting. And they were called the Adverb Family. All right, so are you ready to meet them? Let's meet the Adverb Family. Each one is a real character, and they all have a very important job to do.
First off, let's meet Dad. His name is Manner. Now, he's a very careful fella. He likes to do everything just so. He tells us how things happen. You know, like how someone moves slowly or speaks quietly. He's all about the how.
And next up, here's Mom. Her name is Place. Oh, she just loves exploring. She's the one who always knows where things are. So if something is happening on the island, or even just right there, well, she's the one who'll tell you. Then we have the big sister, Frequency. Oh, she is so punctual. She likes her routines, so she's the one who tells us how often something happens. Is it something you do every day, or maybe just often? She'll know. And here's the little brother, Time. He's always tapping his foot, looking at the clock. He just wants to know when. You know, are we gonna get home before dark? Or can we leave early? That's him. And last but certainly not least, we have the wise Grandma Purpose. She looks over the whole family, and she always wants to know why. Why are we doing this? So if they're driving slowly, she's the one who tells us it's to avoid hitting the rocks. She gives everything a reason. Okay, so now that we know everyone, the adventure can really get started. The whole Adverb family decided it was high time for a vacation, a great sentence adventure.
Now, this family, they loved going on trips together in their, well, let's call it their sentence car. And, you know, Dad Manner, he was the most flexible of all about where he sat. He didn't mind one bit. Sometimes he'd hop right in the driver's seat right at the very beginning of the sentence. He kind of sets the tone for the whole trip that way, doesn't he? Other times, he'd squeeze right into the middle of the car, right in the middle of all the action. See how that just feels a little different? And then sometimes he's just happy to stretch out in the back at the very end of it all. So you see, Dad Manner is pretty easygoing. He can fit just about anywhere in a sentence. All right, after a wonderful drive, the family finally got to the beach. And what's the first thing you do on a beautiful trip? You got it! It was time for a big family photo. But, oh dear, when it was time to line up, everyone was all jumbled up. They were so excited. You had Time trying to stand next to Manner, and Place was getting in front of Grandma Purpose. It was a big, happy mess. They needed some way to get in order. And that's when Grandma Purpose cleared her throat and reminded them of the old family rule, the family secret, really. It's called the Royal Order of Adverbs. It's the proper way to line up to make everything just perfect. So first you have Manner, then comes Place. After that, it's Frequency, then Time, and at the very end, Purpose. And you know what? Once they remembered that special order, taking the photo was a piece of cake. They made a perfect memory and a perfect sentence. You see, when they all stood in the right place, they weren't just lining up for a picture. They were organizing the whole idea, the whole sentence. And that special order, well, it helps make everything we say or write so much clearer and easier to follow. And just look at this. This is the perfect picture. So the family smiled happily. There's Dad Manner telling us how. Then, on the beach, there's Mom Place telling us where. They did this every evening. That's Big Sister Frequency for how often. It was after dinner, Little Brother Time telling us when. And why did they do it all? To remember their trip. And there's Wise Grandma Purpose, giving us the reason why. See? Everyone in their proper place, it just fits. So that's our little story, the tale of the Adverb family and their big adventure. And now you know the family secret, the Royal Order. Just think about all the amazing, colorful stories you can tell. What wonderful sentences are you going to build now?